So we're going to go through a couple of techniques tonight. I think you're really going to like these techniques. We'll make some connections to some of the past techniques that we've done, and you're going to learn some new concepts of motion. So some of you are still at the beginner level. These are intermediate techniques, but I think you can handle them. I don't think you're going to have a problem. So you come out here. So the first one that we're going to do is off of a straight punch. And again, I want to just start from a neutral position because most of the time we're in a fighting stance of some sort. So let's take it from here. We're not ready. The punch comes in, we move out of the way. So first thing you see, I'm clear. I'm not going to get hit. This is not a major block as much as it is a check. So I'm going to step out of the way. I'm going to check here. I could hit a little to kind of cause a little bit of pain, but I don't want to turn him too much. Okay, because now it's going to orbit him in another attack. So I step out of the way of the punch. This is going to come here. It can be at the elbow even, and here, like this. Okay? These are simultaneous movements. You're going to see that in the two techniques that we're going to do. We're going to check and strike. We're going to do one that comes here in a second as well. So again, this punch, I'm going to step out, I'm checking, and I'm striking, at which point this slides in, and I'm going to do a thrust punch to the ribs, and then a chop to the side or the back of the neck, depending on size, how close he is to me. So, very simple. First, we're going to work the base technique. Here, here, and so chop. Check here. This is coming in here like this. Now, each hand has its own path that it's taking. This shuto is going to check. This strike is happening simultaneously. This is the major concept of these two techniques. At this level, when you get these, it's simultaneous defense and offense. Okay, we're going to do one where we're checking and striking underneath. This is checking and striking here. Once this check is done, because this happens so fast, it's not 1, 2, it's bam. This check is just going to round the corner. It's not going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. At this point, I check, and it just loops right around. I round the corner, I come underneath, I round the corner, I come back up. I can hit him with a forearm if he's too close. Okay? So, let's look at that again. I'm going to come 1. This has its own orbit it's following because now this slides into a positional check. This is going to check here. And now I'm going to insert something. So this is the base technique that you should know. Boom, bam. Once I do my chop, I'm going to draw this back, and I'm going to come in with one more punch. So again, he throws a punch, and it's here, here, chop. Okay? At this point, I'm hitting him here. Boom! I'm winding up, and I come right into the kidney. So it looks like this. He punches, punch. So I'm coming 1, 2, 3 with this hand. This hand is coming 1 into a check. And I'm keeping it here. If he starts to turn into me, I can check him. What happens if he starts, so I'm here, what happens if at this point you say to yourself, well, he might start to turn and come around here. Well, instead of punching here, I'll punch to this kidney. He's turning right into it. So you adjust the technique. It has that built in already. This is really a variation of one of your other techniques. He throws a punch, I'm going to check, and I'm going to hit him. Instead of doing a back punch, everybody has this technique. Okay? Instead of doing a back punch, we're going to turn that into a palm. And we're going to insert, in the middle of this rhythm, I'm inserting this chop. So this is just really, so we have two separate techniques. One is checking and palm, punch, chop. That's the base technique. I love to insert an extra back punch or uppercut into that one. Okay? Then we had our advanced combination that we already know. So when I hit here, cave this in. So I chop and I palm. And now what I'm telling you is there's that connection between the two of them. So if you remember here, don't forget, you get a lot of power from that. Now I snap back here. Now I'm supposed to come in for my chop. Well, what happens if I do this, and this really caves him in more than I expected? Well, now this chop, well, sure, I could make it an elbow, or I could just segue into my driving chop and then hit him. Okay, so I can segue from one technique to another. We're taking the two separate techniques. One is this check, chop, palm. Okay, the other is check and palm. Now, where does that connection come from? What did I tell you this hand orbits into? From this palm, I follow this path. It becomes a positional check. is that not the same right there as this? So if I'm already here, see, this works nice if he's at a distance. I can catch him here. I can come back into that punch. If we're a little closer in, if I'm doing this and now he caves into me, or he starts closing the gap, I just come out with a forearm or a chop right into the throat, the philtrum. I can hit under the nose, and then catch him with that palm. So he throws a punch, and you get that.